It is Ken Pickard, the Network Dad. I'm going to do a training video real quick on how to use this group called the Empowered Tribe. It's a Facebook group for content syndication. Now, before I get into that training real quick, I want to mention the Empowered Tribe. This was born about 5 years ago in 2009. You can use it if you're in Empower Network or if you're not in Empower Network. In fact, you don't necessarily need a blog. I think everybody should have one, but some don't, and that's okay. You don't need a blog to use it. And I'm going to cover that in just a minute. But first, let me share real quickly how this came about. See, back in 2009, when I first got my first blog, I was kind of like, oh, that's awesome. Header looks great. I got a shell of a blog. What do I do now? And the lady that gave it to me said, well, it's a 6-week training program on how to put content in your blog, how to get people to view your blog, how to create a list, all that kind of stuff. And my eyes just went, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. What do I do? How do I do this? Anyway, long story short, I looked around online at some blogs, a lot of blogs actually, and I noticed a couple of things real quick. One, I needed to figure out how to separate myself from everybody else or look at least a little bit different than everybody else to get some traction. And two, a lot of other people seem to have the same needed some eyeballs to their traction. Their blogs look like ghost towns like mine did. No comments, no views or retweets or anything like that. And then some other blogs look super busy, super exciting, lots of things going on. And I was like up to my eyeballs going, what do I do? So I created this concept called syndication accountability circles. Within a couple of weeks, I reached out to several people, got a core group of 5. We called it a tribe. And at the time, tribes were just getting started online. It was all about social media sharing, and they just grew and grew and grew. We grew ours to about 25 people, then to about 150. So the concept about sharing your content is the same. It's kind of grown, and some tribes and groups have shifted from different concepts. But what I want to show you is what I've done with this group and how I'm opening it up to everybody who wants to either A, you're brand new and not getting much traction to your blog, or B, you want to get more traction to social sites. And we're going to cover that a little bit more on why that's equally as important as just getting it to your blog. So first we're going to come down to, you can come down, check out the About section here. It's a public group, so it's going to be open. So I got a couple of pieces of information on what the group is about. What's the primary purpose of this group? Well, Empowered Tribes, a community of bloggers and marketers who share the same passions of connection, collaboration, and syndication. Friendly place to meet, network, and all that great stuff. The main goal right here, this is really what I want to talk about. The main goal is to build your own tribes and connections through the practice of sharing like-minded content. Now, what does that mean? Well, one of the issues we found when we were creating tribes is some of us like to talk about social media and blogging. Some people like to talk about basket weaving. Some people like to talk about religion. It was just a mixed gamut, and we had forced groups together and rotated the groups every month. So we this group of 5 people, and then this group of 5 people, and then it got to 8 and 10 people, and we had several groups of 8 to 10 people. Everybody was meeting online on Skype once a week, and everybody would exchange ideas while they were syndicating each other's content. Worked out great until people saying, I don't want to share this person's content because I don't believe his values. I don't want to share this content. I don't think my reader is going to like social media tips if I'm talking about a mom blog or something like that, how to change diapers. So we kind of learned as we developed force syndication. It's actually one of the things I created a video a while ago that really kind of knocked me out of the game because this is what I built my brand on a couple years ago. So I kind of took a hiatus for a while. Well, coming back, well, I solved that with this group. And I'll get that in a second as well. So the About section, that's the main thing. There's a little bit more information there. You can also hit this cover sheet, this cover here. I got some quick steps on About tribes. Using the hashtag tribe syndication, which is a great thing to use if everybody wants to connect us building a tribe with this concept. We'll be able to leverage that a whole lot more. Kind of a little bit about the story. There's 2 things that we talked about in here that really changed my game, creating a tribe and a content syndication checklist. Both are answered in this group. In fact, so building a tribe, like I said, I'll cover that, but the checklist real quick. If you're looking for a content syndication checklist to get your content out there on the social sites, because that's the marketing, right? It's not enough to just get your blog anymore. Get your blog and hit publish. A lot of people think that they're done. They're not. That's only the beginning, right? You have to go market your content. So in order to do that, you need to create a marketing checklist, if you will. Well, I have several steps in here on some good ideas on how to share it on social media. And it's not just about throwing your link out there. You have to know some things about terminology, some things about each of the different groups, what works, what doesn't work, and grow and expand. Well, this group does that very well because it's a pay it forward kind of group. Now, what does that mean? Let's get into one of these threads here. So let's talk about this one here on Facebook. But you're going to notice something real quick, that when you look at this information, I have the rules right here. They're very simple. And it's post your Facebook profile post here. Your profile post, your profile needs to be public so others can like and comment. Like and comment on 5 other people first. Click like in this thread on the link that you'd be like. Oh, click like in this thread on the links that you liked. Tag 5 people in your link. Example: I syndicated Eli, Jacob, Tim, Steph, and Danielle. Here's my post. This is what your status update should look like at the end of this thread. Now, this is very important that you do this all at one time, because this group will grow and grow and grow, and you want to make sure you have a lot of your information in here very clean. So let's look at this. We're just getting started with this, but I did this already. We just reopened this group a couple days ago. So we have a couple of people I asked to come do some test posts in here for me. So I put a post in here, Bruno put a post, Sue put a post, and then I came back in and I put commented and liked Sue and Bruno. Here's my post. And then I just grab my link and I toss my link in there. So here's what I'm doing. I'm paying it forward first. I'm sharing I'm using the law of reciprocity, and I'm paying it forward, and then I add my post. Okay. Now let's look at something else. Usually everything is image driven. So we have a Facebook profile. If you want to build engagement quickly, go find 5 people that you resonate with, comment and like on their post, and then grab yours and tell them that you did it at the same time. Facebook fan page. A lot of people do the Facebook or Friday Facebook or whatever. That's great to get a lot of people to like your posts or like your Facebook page and stuff like that. But then what happens is that's it. Everybody likes everybody's pages, but there's no engagement on the post itself. So here what we've done is we've answered that issue by creating a place where you actually drop your Facebook page links. Same concept. Your page needs to be public. Like 5 other page posts, right? Click like in this thread on the links that you like, so that way you can keep track. So let's say you come into this page and there's 50 people in here, and you find 5 people that you liked because they're talking about similar stuff you are, and then you go hit like. You open up those pages, you go and like, comment on their pages, and then come back here, tag them, and then drop your link. So click like on the links you liked, tag 5 people, mention what niche and category, or this should be Facebook, I copied it from video. Anyway, mention the niche and category. Why is this important? It solves another issue I mentioned earlier about forced syndication. We remove that issue here because we open it up so that anybody can come in. If you're a mompreneur or a mom blogger, or if you talk about social media, or if you talk about personal development and that's your core, or say you're talking about motorcycles, real estate, doesn't even matter what you're blogging and doing on social media, you can find more people in your niche. And in fact, if you invite people to share this concept and bring them along for the ride as well, you can create that tribe around you. And that's so important, like I shared in my story real quick. By the way, that tribe helped me get net $26,000 in 1 week after 9 months of starting that whole tribe syndication process. This stuff works. So here is a platform where you can build your tribe. So you come down here. Got both pages and stuff like that. Anyway, you can find vertical alignment. Now let's go show you how you can find. Let's go look at the YouTube thing. So let me do this an example real quick on YouTube. Same kind of thing. I'm going to open up Bruno and Kimberly and Sue. I've already opened up all their videos, and I'm going to like them. I'm going to watch them, and I'll comment on them. And here's the biggest point: commenting. Commenting on blogs, commenting on videos, commenting on Facebook fan pages or Facebook statuses or Google Plus. Commenting is the biggest factor and game changer for social proof and social signals that everybody likes. So here's the thing. You have a blog, as you should have a blog. You don't have to, but if you do, it's great. You have a blog, or let's say a video in this case, and you really want to get it out there, right? So you got like and share and all that kind of stuff. Likes are easy. Shares are good too, and those are easy as well. But commenting takes a little bit of effort, so maybe 20 or 30 seconds. So the leverage factor, the social proof and engagement builds up exponentially on each of those platforms. So let's say you take a blog, you create a video, and you create a tweet about it, and you create a Facebook profile or a post about it linking back to your blog, and then you create you put it on Google Plus. Now you want to get syndication on those social sites to increase the engagement on those social sites, increase the social proof, increase the social signals that drives your blog posts up in the search engines. It's critical, fun, and important that that happens that way. So this is real people with real profiles sharing real content, and the value-added content will increase quickly because you'll start to be known for what you're writing. So let's go back to this real quick. I'm going to go hit, I won't do it now, but let's say I already did all these 3 videos. I'm just going to go over to here, YouTube. I'm going to grab my link. I know it's off the screen, but that's all right. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to say, liked and commented on Sue Kimberly, right? You tag them. Even if you're not friends, you could tag people because they're in the group and you're in the group as well, right? And Bruno, where are you, my friend? Bruno's awesome. Okay, right? Here's my video. It's on pumpkin carving. It's pumpkin. No, that's wrong. Pumpkin. All right. Pumpkin carving. So I go here, and then I drop it off. Right. Now I've tagged them. I've put my video in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to like Sue's, and I'm going to like Kimberly's. I'm going to like Bruno. So what happens is more videos come in, and we're going to keep sharing more videos and more videos, right? So this is the way it works, is that if I come back in here, say tomorrow, and there's 5 more people, now I can do the 5-to-1 syndication drop my post ratio. And that ratio is good because, well, I have 5 kids. Those are the kids' names. And my first tribe was 5 people. So I like the number 5. So this is what we're going to do in this group. It's a 5-to-1. Now, that's just that. Now I come back in here, and if there are new videos, I'm not going to go re-like and leave another comment because I already did it. I'm going to pick 5 other people when I come back, drop off my post. See how that process works? Okay, one more thing I want to show you, the FAQ section. Now, or actually 2 more things. The FAQ, you can look at this and you can read over the list of questions to better understand what this group is about and how we as a tribe can build a better community and online support for everyone. So I have some main questions here. What's the main purpose? Do I need to have a blog to participate? What are the basic rules? Anyway, I will keep building this out as much as possible as if you have more questions to come and ask. So ask questions here if you want as well. Now let's say you come back into this group. One of the main things is, where do I find the places to comment? I've seen this from a few other people. I've limited down, I've taken 5 years of information, stripped it all out, and redid this group so that you can only comment on the images or the threads that admin had put together. So you can certainly come in, look at the FAQ. You can do Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter. If you want to retweet, right? Think about this. You have a blog post that you put out on Twitter and nobody retweets it. Bring that in here. Go retweet 5 other people. That way you're giving first. Throw your tweet out there, which is better to have a hanging tweet after you've retweeted a few people. And then you have the potential of having people come back and retweet your blog post either that day or the next day, depending on how big this group gets. So you have that. Now blog commenting, Google Plus, Facebook fan pages. These are the 8 that I have right now. We may open it up more, but we're going to start with this. So anyway, that is the highlights there. You can come in and click on one of the pictures and get that kind of information. If you have any questions, definitely just hit me up in the Facebook group, leave it under the FAQ section. But by all means, please enjoy, have fun, find like-minded people, put your niche or your category in as many places as possible. Use as many threads as you want. Just make sure you try and use the 5-to-1 ratio. If not, your link could be removed at any time. So I want you to do me a favor after you see this video and go like it, leave a comment on the, below that says I get it, I understand, or something like that, or whatever word I'll use when I frame this video. Guys, take care, and we will see you on the social sites. Enjoy.